Thank y'all for coming back. Welcome to another episode at Jed School. This is Barbican 2, and we are going to get into I don't want to go to school. Now, this is a very popular phrase for children, especially those who don't want to go to school. Now, school refusal is a real big problem. If you want your child to go to school, we'll talk about some tips on how to get them there and keep them there throughout the day. But at a very young age, children develop the ability to refuse to go to school. I was one of them. I can tell you, for the first day of school, from preschool, kindergarten, and first grade, I threw a tantrum every single time. Once the week went on, I was much better. But as soon as I got there, I knew this wasn't what I wanted to do. I wanted to stay home with mama. And I'm sure this is what's going on here. So let's take a look and see what's going on.
The lens cap, maybe. Come here so I can do your hair so you can go to school. Right now, get over here.
I don't want to go to school.
I don't care what you want. You're going. I'm here.
Oh, okay. Well, let's just pause it right off the bat. What was the first words that mom said to the child? She said, "It's time to get ready for school. Get over here right now." Does that sound like something that's inviting? Does that sound like something that you want to do? Even an adult would say no to something like that if you deliver it like that. So your delivery always has to be one, not of roses and flowers, but one of enthusiasm, one of upliftment, one in which you are going to enrich their life with something, not you're going to go because I said so. Let's keep going.
Hey, why don't you want to go to school?
Because I want to go to this school.
You can't go to Boy's big school if you don't go to this school. You want to ride the bus with Boy's school?
No.
Yes, you do.
No.
You're going to stay home all your life and be a dummy? Is that what you want?
No.
Well, you got to go to school, so let's do it.
I don't want to go to school.
Perfect example of why you don't want to engage in ridicule to try to gain compliance. She said if you don't go to school, you're going to stay at home all day and be a dummy. Number one, that is not true, especially in today's economy or in today's educational environment. You can stay home and there are a million things you can do to learn and enrich yourself and develop the skills to be a super productive member of society. But to try to ridicule even a 2-year-old, they're going to realize, she said, no, I don't want to grow up and be a dummy. And then they asked her, okay, so let's go to school. No, the answer is not about to change because you ridiculed them. Once again, you have to provide them with a reason why they want to go. That's only if you're going to be engaging in bribery. We'll talk about what you should be doing in just a second.
Come here, let me brush comb your hair. So you don't want an education?
No.
What do you want to do?
Go home.
Right.
You can't go home. Mommy's not there. Mommy went to school and now she's going to work.
Yeah.
She went to school to get a nice job. She's sending you to school. So get over here.
No.
Okay, well,
Shady lady.
once again, you are not about to reason with the 2-year-old. Okay? You have to make their life better because they go to school, and not just try to give them reasons why, because they're already in a mode, they're already in a vibe of, no, I'm not going. So no amount of reasoning is about to make them say, you know what, Mom, that's a great idea. I think I will go to school, because they don't even have those reasoning abilities yet. So cut back on that. But let's talk about what you can do. Number one, don't engage in the bribe. What is a bribe? A bribe is when you provide the reinforcement, or at least promise the reinforcement, before the behavior has even happened. In this case, the behavior you want is to go to school. So what she should do is say, I got to think of another strategy. It may not come through this time, but I'm going to set it up so next time she's more likely to go to school. So let's say she gets her to school somehow. I don't know how she's going to get her there, but let's say she does get her to school. She has a successful day. When she comes home, it has to be a beautiful celebration. I'm giving you cakes. It's going to be your favorite music out there. We're going to play with your toys. iPads is out, everything. It's going to be a beautiful day. And then you say, see, you went to school and you had fun with all your friends. And you learned something from the teacher. And now look what you get to do because you went to school. Now you have a situation to where if they don't go to school or if they don't want to, they don't get to access that beautiful life that they get to have once they get back from school. If you keep threatening, it just makes things seem worse and worse and worse. And if you try to promise things before you can even get the behavior to happen, which is going to school, they're going to try to negotiate with you in the future and say, well, if I go to school, can I get X, Y, and Z? And that's what you want to refrain from. But let's get back to this. I don't want to go to school.
Sending this to your mother. She's not going to be very happy.
Uh-oh, here come brother. What's he about to do?
Come here. Come here.
No.
Come here or we're going to be late. Now get over here.
I don't want to be late.
She don't want to do nothing. She want to be late. She don't want to go to school.
I want to do it.
Uh-oh.
Stop it.
Uh-oh. This one, he get turned up.
I want to.
Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, well.
You gotta go to school.
I don't want to go to school.
So this might be a situation where just the antecedent or the stimuli of school is already setting up a situation that makes her uncomfortable. So you might even have to put her in the car, not say anything about school, get her ready, and then take her to school, and then slowly get her into school, walk her into class while everybody's doing the morning routine, doing circle time, sitting on the carpet, and introduce her to school, and then you can drop her off. But if you're constantly saying, school, 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 you better, if you don't, you about to be dumb, what's she gonna do? Run around, say no, I'm not doing it. And this is what you get, okay? So remember, wake them up in the morning in the most beautiful way possible. My mama used to take a nice warm towel and wipe it on my face and whisper, it's time to get up. So you already want to put them in a state of compliance, not of tense rejection, okay?
This is, Nana says, if you put her foot down, you're going or I'm going to smack your little back.
Oh. And she's smiling, which means she really don't care.
I mean it. You're going to school.
Oh.
Go to school. You're here. Come here.
Well, now it's a game. She's laughing. And this is what happens. And now that everybody's laughing, so it's all a game. So good luck trying to get her to school. But that was an excellent example. Oh, so we're just doing all kind of remixes at this point. Let's see if we can get this to pause. Okay. That was an excellent example of school refusal. Now, as they get older, if that continues, that turns into school phobia. And that's when you're going to have a really, really difficult time. So try to avoid all of that. Wake them up in the most beautiful way possible. Get them ready. Provide their meal, pancakes, strawberries, happy faces, whatever they want. Get their hair ready while they're not paying attention. Hop in the car, take them to school, and then drop them off in the most beautiful way possible. And when they get home, it has to be even bigger and grander. Okay? That's how you gain compliance, and that's how you stop school refusal and later on school phobia. Now, I can understand why she doesn't want to go to school. I've been there many, many, many times myself. And what you see here from mom is probably what you're going to get from the teacher, from the new name, from the principal, the older kids. So what do they sing? We don't need no education. And that's what you're going to get. We don't want no thought control. They want to learn, that they're predisposed to learning, but they don't want to be forced. We don't want to be forced. So that was just a quick one on school refusal. I hope you enjoyed. I don't want to go to school because, a lot of people, especially after the pandemic, do not want to go to school. But if you do, Rewind this back, play it again, and listen to the tips we provided, and you won't have any problem getting your child in school. We'll see you on the next one.